Hockey and wrestling. We got a big weekend. I'm mainly just coming on here to answer comments. I meant to be on here earlier, but yeah, just didn't work out. So I'm on here now. I'm just, like I said, I'm just answering comments. So you guys comment in. I'm working on my background. What's up?
1 second.
All right, guys. So wrestling is going on right now. Hockey lost tonight. Tomorrow they're in Beaver Stadium, which is cool. And football, I mean, we pretty much have a complete roster at this point. So looks like we're up 26-9, which is kind of like low scoring for us. It's not that big of a margin. But yeah, so football, pretty much the roster's complete. Campbell's at the Nebraska match, and he's going to be at the hockey game tomorrow. So, Brett, what do you think about the state of the team right now, football wise?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. A lot of wait and see mode at this point. Recruiting's a big emphasis right now for Matt Campbell and the squad. So, just have to wait and see how many top guys in 2027 we can get. 2026 is it's set. I mean, it doesn't look like we're getting any more transfer portal guys, which we kind of figured at this point. There's other teams still grabbing people here and there, but I mean, part of me thinks we still should have went after another player or two, right, in the portal. I'm not going to sit here and say the team's perfect or by any means. We still have to obviously wait and see what happens on the field, but I would just feel better as a fan knowing that we got like another guy or two in the portal for needs that like, defensive end or just more bodies. We just don't have a lot of experience at that position. So overall, I think I'm optimistic, right? Cautiously optimistic. It's season 1 with Matt Campbell. He hired some really good coaches to come over. So yeah, I think the state of the team is pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with all of it. I mean, with someone commented the other day, and they said that in relation to Matt Campbell, they said, let's say he never goes after big time 5-star guys. Are they going to be good? And he said, yeah, I think they will, because they're going after guys to develop. Basically how it breaks down is, hold on, I'm typing this up. Basically how it breaks, muting up, I don't know why. Basically how it plays out is Matt Campbell does not care about stars, 5 stars. He doesn't care about status, rankings. Whether you guys agree with it or not, he doesn't, and he never will. He cares about development. Does the guy fit? And if that's a 5-star guy, then it's a 5-star guy. We all need to remember that Franklin, while he's a different coach, what he did was he tried to go after 5-star flashy guys. Whether they fit or not, he tried to go after 5-star flashy guys. And he did develop, not as good as I thought he should have, but he did develop guys. He got guys into the NFL. They won a lot of games. But what it all boiled down to and why he was fired was he couldn't win the big games. And then along the way, he always lost that second game that he should have won to get into the playoff. 2016, had that second loss to Michigan. 2017, second loss to Michigan State. 2018, who was it? 2018 was bad. We lost like to Michigan State at home, I think, and Iowa, if I remember right. 2019 lost at Minnesota. If we win one of any of those games, Franklin still has a job. So it all came down to one thing: the big game, and it wasn't, we never came away from those games with an answer. Like, the only answer we ever had was we lost again. We never came away from those games with an answer. Like, what could we have done here? What could we have done there? It was always just we lost. So this new team, they're not going after flash. They're not going after we really have to look at this as like a big picture. Like, we can't judge the coaching staff on one or two guys that they went after or didn't go after, or one or two plays, or one or two drives. We're gonna have to look at this team as it's gonna take time. Like the Steelers, they're in a very similar situation. They could struggle. They could be bad. They could be good. We don't know. Most likely, they're going to struggle for a couple years, and that's way better than the alternative. Mike Tomlin would get us 8-9 wins, and he would brag about not having a losing season, and then we'd have a terrible draft pick. Mike Tomlin, like Franklin, didn't really care. Franklin cared about what the fans thought. Mike Tomlin did not, and that's what he got fired. He was let go. That guy wasn't keeping his job. He can say he stepped down. The owner can say this, say that. He was gone. He was going to be let go. He was let go. That's what happened, I think. We were in purgatory as Steelers fans. We were in purgatory, sports purgatory as Penn State fans. We never had answers after big games. Franklin would say, we're lucky. A lot of programs would kill to be in this position. That's a sign of you don't get it. And now that Campbell came in, people are mad that he's not going after big time names, going after these big names, he's dropping money on whoever. He doesn't care about that. And so I believe in the coach. I believe in Campbell. I believe in what he's doing. What he's trying to formulate on this team is not who can make big explosive plays here, who can run all over the field, who can do this, who can do that. Good defenses. My mic keeps I think my mic had something on it. That's why I went in and out. But he's not about flash. He's not about like, let's get an explosive play here and there. He's about execution. That's what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to get guys that can execute plays. Just as an example, Indiana. Those guys weren't the most talented. They weren't the fastest. They weren't the biggest. They just executed very well. Now, I'm not saying Matt Campbell's trying to be Indiana, but that's what he's trying to do. That's what his formula is right now. Execution. Execution beats good defenses. Execution wins in the fourth quarter. Execution is bigger than one guy. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's trying to build. They're going to get big name guys because they want them. His approach with the 27 guys is, we think you can fit here in this way, not like, come here because you're great and this is what you can do. It's all about execution. Execution is what won Joe Paterno games. Execution is what won Bill O'Brien games. Execution is what made Matt McGloin a better quarterback. Generally guys that came here, they were already pretty good under Franklin. I don't know. Like, I always had that question with many players of, could they have been better? And the answer is yes, obviously, because Franklin was the coach. But I'm happy with where we're at right now because Matt Campbell's approach is we're building culture right now and we're going to execute on the field. We're not going to come out and we're not going to, you know, have 3 5-star receivers that maybe we will, but we're not going to have 3 of these big time 5-star guys that we're going to throw the ball to, and we're going to have them out there just to have them out there. We're going to have whoever can fit, and we're going to execute, and that's going to lead to points. It's going to lead to good defense. It's going to lead to player retention. It's going to lead to more recruits. It's going to lead to happier coaches, happier fans. Like I'm saying that, I think that's what their approach is. And don't get mad at me because I'm saying that. I'm just saying that's what they're doing. And then people say, "Well, that's not right. They should." Okay, talk to them about it. Don't complain to me. I'm just telling you what they're doing. I don't necessarily disagree with anybody that wants them to go after these bigger, better guys. I don't disagree with Chris, for example, but I'm just saying what they're doing, and I think it's the right way to do it. So they're still going to get big name guys. It's going to happen whether they want it or not. It's going to happen. Like there's going to be guys knocking on their door trying to come to Penn State because they're going to win. They're going to do really well. He's going to develop guys. That means way more than money, than promised playing time. Like Franklin took the approach as we're not going to pay you. You're not going to come in as some snot-nosed freshman making more than the other guy in the locker. That's a terrible strategy. Okay? Like, that makes no sense. He wasn't good enough to coach real football. He was not good at what he did. Therefore, you have to take a different approach. The reason he was fired is because he wouldn't change. And clearly, it was the same result every year. So, again, I'm not trying to take shots at Franklin. It's that you have to be a good coach and know what you're doing if you're going to take that approach. And he wasn't. Matt Campbell is not only going to develop guys and be a real coach, he's going to bring in good talent as well. And you're going to see the result. But we got to be patient. Steelers fans, we're cooked right now. Mike Tomlin put us in a tough spot. It's the same thing as Penn State pretty much. Mike Tomlin was his ego got in the way, like Franklin. He had a huge ego. He put us in a really tough spot because he, again, would not change. The results are the results, guys. I said Franklin needs to be fired years ago. They wouldn't fire him, and they finally did. You don't get fired. You get fired for a reason. That's very serious. A Division I head coach for 12 years gets fired midseason. Mike Tomlin, coach for 19 years, steps down. He was let go. He steps down. That's very serious. There's a problem there. So I think we just all need to kind of, take a different view of things, I guess. Like what Brett said is getting a couple more recruits. Like, yeah, I hope we can. I don't know if we still can, but I hope we can get a couple more guys, like maybe in the portal later on or something. But
well, that's the thing. Like, if they were getting more portal guys, they would have been done that. That's what I mean. It's been weeks since we've gotten a guy really. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is what they're going into 2026 with. Like we talked about before, 2027 is so loaded in Pennsylvania. Matt Campbell wants to dominate the state and then sprinkle talent throughout the country other than that into Penn State as well. But Penn State's so loaded in 2027, or not Penn State, the state of Pennsylvania is so loaded across the board. The 5 stars, high 4 stars, they are what they are. Like you said, he's not looking at the stars, but they are very good players. So I mean, you're going to go after him. He's going to find diamonds in the rough like he always does. On top of that, but he's going to be able to get guys with more stars at Penn State anyways that he couldn't at Iowa State.
Yeah,
so he's going to be able to get 4 stars. Yeah.
Like, let's say Brett and I were like, don't go get 5 stars at all. 4 stars. Don't go get them at all. 3-star or below. That's all we want. Well, we're not going to get what we want because that's happening. Whether you want it or not, it's going to happen. We're going to get big 5-star guys. but we're just going to get the ones that fit us, and they're going to want to come to Penn State. I think truly what's going to happen is we're going to be turning a lot of guys down because it's like for whatever reason we're going to turn them down because we're like, you're not going to fit or whatever the situation is. Penn State is in a really good spot, and it's going to happen. Like I have a feeling that it's really, really going to happen. Like we're going to get big talent, and it's going to be done the right way. When you develop guys, you show results, and you win, they're just going to come in. Nick Saban, why do you think he had 5 stars giving guys water on the sideline? Because he won, and he developed guys. And he left because of NIL. So, it's like
Matt Campbell, with the resources he has, is going to be he's going to be unstoppable. He's not going to be unstoppable for one, but he's building a program, like you said, of execution and culture that we haven't had in years. Our culture has been trashed for a few years now. It was good in like 2016, 2017. The culture was good. It was good then, but it can be better to great to elite with Matt Campbell. So like we have to wait and see. That's what's going to happen, So real quick, how's my mic? I heard the mic on these is good. Is it better?
It's fine.
It's better than.
It doesn't sound like it normally does, but it sounds fine.
Well, I'm saying it should sound better because the webcam mic is trash. I hear somebody told me the mic on these is good, so we'll see.
All right. It hasn't changed, I don't think.
We'll have to once we play it back, we'll see. But
yeah, it sounds fine. But yeah, like guys, again, like I just feel like there's so much like negativity. People are like, and I don't even like go looking for it, man. I'm just like, people are so mad that they're not like getting this guy and that guy. And again, this is not. Chris can come on here and say whatever he wants. Well, we try not to swear and stuff like that, but Chris has his opinion. Chris knows his stuff. He's going to come on here and talk, whether any of you guys like it or not. You can disagree. I may not always totally agree with him, but he's going to come on here and talk, whether you guys agree with it or not. It's his opinion. Yep. So my opinion is, you just said from good to great to like, dude, we had that freaking speech.
And that wasn't even a shot at Frankie boy. That's just what I meant. Yeah. It's funny though.
Like, guys, we always had pointing of the finger, excuses, heartbreaking losses. How many times have we been let down by a Franklin coach team? How many freaking times have we been let down in gut-wrenching fashion? And he gave this speech after the Ohio State game. I literally wanted to punch my hand through a wall because I was so mad that this guy is saying we have a few knuckleheads on the team and we're not elite yet. You know who's responsible for that? You, the head coach. And again, you're sitting there pointing the finger to your everlasting dying breath. I was at Brett's house watching your press conference, and you're talking about and arguing about the play calling with the media. Us as fans were all like, that was a horrible game. And you're arguing with the media about this and that. You're saying, well, I don't understand why you're saying this or where you're getting this. Bro, you're clueless. So whatever he did, Campbell could be taking the complete opposite approach. So they will. He doesn't have to give a good to great to elite speech. It's going to happen. Like he's going to be a actions coach. Franklin was a words coach. Campbell's going to be an actions coach. If you like, seriously, like you got to sit back and think about it. Like, do you think Matt Campbell didn't study what Franklin did and be like, man, like I just got to do like the opposite pretty much in many ways.
Well, it all starts with Matt Campbell has an aura that Franklin just does not have.
Yeah,
there's no aura. Like, yeah,
he's focused, man. Like he is like, whatever you use to be focused, like Adderall, Red Bull, pre-workout, bro, he's on one. Like he is focused. You can see it in his eyes. Like he's not here like, oh, I'm happy to be here. Like, yay, I'm at Penn State. Dude, he's in the freaking zone. Like he is ready to bulldoze people. Okay. And, you know, you listen to Taylor Mauser talk, you listen to the strength and conditioning coach talk, you listen to him talk, you listen to Terry talk. Guys, we have Terry Smith. His right-hand man is Terry Smith. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I think we're going to win a national title or two. You know? I mean, you just got to, like, watch it play out. I mean, I think a lot of people are just being impatient. I don't know what people want, man. I feel like it's almost like they were brainwashed by the previous regime, coaching regime, and they're like, oh, like, yeah, like, this is what we need to do now. Like,
Well, I see a lot of people commenting on Penn State pages like they're excited. So I don't
yeah.
see too much negativity really. I mean, I think as a collective, people are happy that Franklin's gone and that Matt Campbell's here. So,
Oh,
but then
absolutely.
there's negative Debbie Downers who are going to comment and be like, "Oh, another 3-star." Yeah, there's those guys, but those are the people that don't follow football and they just watch the game on TV and they don't follow the offseason. They don't follow anything else. But they don't even know who the players are. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of people who are like, oh, another 3-star. They don't even know who the players are on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
No,
could
they
say
don't
what you
even know who
want.
they are.
They don't even know who the players are. So, okay. Did you know anybody else other than Saquon Barkley, Micah Parsons, Nick Singletons? Like, they probably didn't know anybody else but those guys. So the casuals sitting on their couch commenting, the trigger warriors, that's all they do on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. There's fans like that everywhere, but there are some really negative Penn State fans that are like that. But
Yeah. And there's like, and there's like that type of stuff too with they're like, Chaz Coleman, like, that's a huge loss. They should have paid him $2.5 million. And it's like, guys, he hasn't really played yet. Like, of course I think he's going to be a great player. We'll see. But I mean, it's like you just got to think, like, Deion Barnes left. You know, all right, like, he left. I mean, I don't know. Like, everybody that was coaching was under Franklin. You know what I mean? Like, Dan Connor was demoted. I think that's kind of a sign that maybe he has some more developing to do before he's the linebackers coach. You know, like, these coaches were hired by Franklin. You know, he got lucky with Terry Smith. I think Terry Smith was one of his first calls. Knowing Franklin, he probably did it more for some comfort,
recruiting.
like, he's a Penn State guy, you know, like, oh, you guys hate me? Well, I have Terry Smith right here next to me, so he didn't listen to him.
Yep.
But I don't know. Like, I trust Matt Campbell, man. Like, I think he's a great coach. And now here's the thing. I still believe that very strongly that I think Terry Smith would have made a great head coach. But Matt Campbell's here, and I'm very happy about that. In addition, if Terry Smith was not here at Penn State, I might be a little more critical of some of the stuff that they're doing. But Terry Smith is here with Matt Campbell. I believe in Matt Campbell. I believe in Terry Smith. And I know that Matt Campbell's going to listen to Terry Smith. Not that Terry Smith is going to be making all the decisions, but I know that Terry Smith is there helping guide this guy. That's very good. That's a very good thing. So, yeah. Yeah, just like wrestling burnout. Yep. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Brett, when Deion Barnes left, you were pretty upset, you know. And then when Dan Connor got demoted, you were pretty confused about that too, you know. So
yeah, well, and the main reason I was upset about Deion Barnes was because the recruiting aspect and the players we had on the team at the time, some upcoming guys, right? I mean, we got Max Granville, Ebon Kemet, like some of these guys could have left because their coach left. That's what happens. Like Franklin leaves, he does. The position coaches leave, people want to follow them, right? Like that's how it happens a lot of the time. So, and I knew we would be thin at defensive end, and technically we still are. It's a wait and see. There's a lot of upside, but the floor isn't very high because we only have a couple players that have snaps behind him, and it's just a fact. So that's why I was upset about that. So plus Deion
Yeah,
Barnes
it was
he's a
bad.
Letterman. I didn't want Letterman to leave, obviously.
Yeah, it was bad timing, especially the defensive line
Mhm.
coach leaving. I don't know, man. Like, what
I'm
was it
past
about
it
Deion?
now. Yeah.
Yeah, what was it about Deion Barnes that like you liked?
I mean, I thought he did a really good job, really. I mean, for the players that were there, like he only had really like two recruiting classes that he can maybe two or three that he can even call his guys, and they didn't even really get a chance to play because they were younger, up and coming. Like Donata's son came in before him. Like he might have. Now he could have had his hands in some of these guys before because he was a GA for a couple of years. So like at the end of the day, the players spoke highly about Deion Barnes. They always did. So that's what I mean. Like if the players are speaking highly of him, he must be good. They're not just bull crapping it. So
Yeah, so it's like twofold for me. Like, one, Deion Barnes was under the tutelage of James Franklin. If you think about it, he had Yvonne Kamaju, he had Jalen Harvey, he had Chaz Coleman, he had Zane Durant, he had Ty Blanding, he had Alonzo Ford, he had Abdul Carter. I mean, he had like guys that were good and they were getting better. Abdul Carter, I feel like he could have been off the charts better than what he was. He was very good, but
you,
he's so good. I think he could have been like way better.
you
And
got
I
to
don't
think
blame Dion.
about Deion Barnes turned him into a beast 1 year as a defensive
Right.
end. That was his first year playing it. Like that's
Yeah.
impossible. Nobody else switches, plays it for 1 year and gets like 11 sacks. Like
Right.
that's hard to do. So that's
Yeah.
that's another thing actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't blame Dion Barnes for that. In fact, I do think that he did a great job of coaching. It's just there's always like that thing like I was listening to Dan Connor on Roar Plus being interviewed by uh LeVar, and he said, yeah, Franklin called me in 2022, offered me an analyst position, and I took it. I mean, we know that Franklin was not receptive or respectful in any way to a lot of the lettermen. I don't know the exact dynamic there, man, but like as a letterman, like why? I guess it's an opportunity to come coach at Penn State, but like as a letterman, I'm like, there had to have been some aspect of like, well, this guy is not treating my fellow letterman right, but I'm coaching for him. I don't know. I guess it was like a way in the door to be at Penn State, but then you have Deion Barnes who left, and again, he's a letterman. So when I found out he was leaving, to me, I was like, all right, dude, like I'm done with you. Like you're leaving your school to go somewhere else. Like for whatever reason,
For more money.
he
Penn
he
State
made
wouldn't
the
match it.
huh.
For more money, Penn State wouldn't match it. So I mean if yeah, Penn State wanted him to stay, they would have paid, but I don't know. We don't know the whole story. We don't work there, so we can only speculate and assume or guess at this point. But it was for more money. That's what we heard. South Carolina threw a bag. So
Yeah, he has a good resume. But where we've absolutely improved is offensive coordinator, uh, defensive coordinator, pretty much.
tenfold. Yeah.
Yeah, like we didn't like, man, like, dude, just I like again, like on Roar Plus, I go back, I was watching these old Franklin interviews, and man, like we had everything. Like if you had like, you know, like dude, if you just had like this picture perfect scene, of like a mountain or something, and it was painted perfectly by Bob Ross, and you're like, man, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And 2 weeks later, it's on fire. You're like, what happened to that? Like, it's crazy, man. Everything, we had everything. We had a 5-star quarterback, 2 5-star running backs, 5-star linemen, 3 transfer receivers, all conference, a good defense with a transfer running back or a transfer linebacker, Mark Campbell, like a transfer defensive back and an AJ Harris, a national champion DC, like all of it. And it just totally fell apart. So we've upgraded in a lot of areas, I think. And I like the fact that Mauser is the OC and the tight ends coach, so.
Yep.
But is there anything else about football?
No, yeah, I'm not really sure. Other than, yeah, it's all hands on deck for 2027 recruiting. Like I mentioned, I mean that's what they're doing right now. They're still trying to get a few 2026 guys, but it looks like Samson Gash is probably going to stay at Michigan State. So it is what it is. We got some receivers in the fold, some big body guys. So we got young guys on the team now that can make a splash, right? Like Peter Gonzalez or Lyric Samuel. I can't wait to see them play. So hopefully, Noah Pauly can get them, in shape and ready to go for the Big Ten. Yep, start by winning the Big
I don't know
Ten.
if we're going to have like a quick rebuild, but we're going to have a quick turnaround.
The play on the field is going to look so much better on offense, and I think that's like the defense might take the defense is going to take a little bit of a step back. Like maybe not compared to last year, because last year it was horrid, right? But compared to like the Manny Diaz, even Tom Allen, like we had a defensive system set up. It might take a little bit of time to get the defense adjusted. I like the players on it, but still a question mark at defensive tackle. Yeah, we got bigger guys, but are they that much better? We'll find out. And then defensive end, we're taking a little bit step back just because it's unknown. And then the offense is going to be, but that's the thing. If we can score more points in offense, our defense does not have to be elite. It can be good to decent, and then we can build the defense as time goes on. As long as we can score points, we'll be fine. So you got to score more points than the other team, right? So just score points. that's what it comes down to. So,
yep. Yeah. I mean, people said like great teams don't rebuild, they reload. Okay. Well, when was the last time Penn State was great? Truly. I'll go as far back as 2008. Truly great. We lost one game that year. Going into the we lost on the road to Iowa. Daryl Clark had a concussion. Okay. That's the last time I think Penn State was truly great. You can say 2016 we were great. Well, great teams don't lose to Michigan. They don't lose to Pitt. And that was a Cinderella season. 2017, you don't lose to Ohio State. You don't collapse against Ohio State. You don't lose to Michigan State in a rain delay. 2018, you don't have a terrible season. 2019. Like, when was the last time Penn State was great? Guys, we're not reloading. We're not. We are literally like we started out in a beautiful Ferrari this year. In August 30th, we were in a beautiful Ferrari going down the road. Then we crashed, fell off a freaking cliff. Terry Smith somehow got us back up the mountain on the road, and we crossed the finish line pretty damaged. But he brought us back from near death to respectable position. And then Matt Campbell comes in. Like, bro, I don't think we're in a position where we can reload. We're not a destination. I mean, I don't know. Like, who are you messaging? You in the group?
No, my internet's being weird. I'm looking at it. We're streaming.
Uh-oh. Hey, Evan, by the way, You said we're not getting Keem like that's a pretty that's a
I don't
bold
think
statement.
he's predicting it. I think he's just saying, "Yo, are we not getting him?" I don't think he's predicting it. He wouldn't know. Yeah, Singleton broke his foot. That sucks, man. That was rough. Keemon's at Georgia.
Yeah, I was saying earlier about Singleton, like another guy that got hurt under Franklin. I mean, I really think that their mentality this year, the stress of, bro, these guys were stressed to the max this year. I think Terry Smith absolutely made it more fun. But man, that's got to take a toll. You know what I mean? Like Singleton breaking his foot, bro, and Allard breaking his ankle. Like that's going into this season, man. They were 2 Heisman contenders, and they're
Injuries
both
are an accident. The injuries are an accident.
yeah, of course they are. But there's like the mental stress. It just sucks that they went through all of that mental stress all year, and they went through all of that stuff, and it was a total letdown, and now they're hurt. Both of them, they're injured. Like, hurts their draft stock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good.
So,
definitely not good.
What's going on with your internet?
I don't know if it's my internet. Is your StreamYard not going in and out?
Yours is.
Yeah, my video's been going in and out. My internet's fine, so I couldn't tell you what's going on with it. I don't know.